Thank you for joining me for another episode of I Am Shondian. I am your host, Shondian. Today's episode is about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's song, WAP. We know what a WAP is, we just can't spell those letters out. I wanted to talk about this topic today because Cardi B said that she was inspired to write this song because she wanted to be an inspiration to women to show that women can support other women. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how this song is inspirational in any way at all to women or anybody. Maybe you can put a comment below to let me know your thoughts on how this song is inspirational. I'm also going to bring some people on today to say why they think it is or is not inspirational. Please stay tuned to the end because, as always, I am going to have some kind of inspirational message at the end. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you stay tuned to the end. Thank you for watching.
What is the WAP?
What do you feel was inspirational about that song?
Nothing, because all she was talking about is her cootie cat. What was inspirational about that?
I guess it make women want to be wet.
Well, what if you're a woman that ain't wet?
If you dry,
What if you dry?
it make you want to be wet.
I actually really, when I heard there's some hoes in this house, that's it. That just right there did it for me. That was the inspiring part. Her saying, I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring.
Right.
Tell me.
Because of that WAP. Yeah.
I feel that.
She wrote the song to be inspiring to women.
Who wrote this song?
Cardi B. To be inspiring to women. So,
What women? The question is what women?
what women, right? Exactly. What is inspiring about that?
Cleaning.
Okay.
That was inspiring.
Have a have a WAP, and then you ain't got to cook and clean. So that's what it's about.
I'm trying to figure out, is that what it is?
Inspiring to not have to cook and clean. We just figured it out.
Right. No cooking and cleaning. What do you feel was inspirational about that song?
Nothing, because all she was talking about is her cootie cat. What was inspirational about that? How wet it was, that's how she got a ring. It didn't inspire me. How was that supposed to be an inspiration?
Oh my God.
Did it inspire you?
No. Not at all.
Like, women need to do more than just the wet and gushy. I mean, come on now. She ain't letting folks know that she got a private shelf and a nanny.
Right.
Come on, 7 days a week. Let's be realistic.
Right.
We work.
That's right. What are your thoughts about Cardi B saying that this song is inspirational?
Inspirational.
That was my look.
That was inspiration to who? Inspiration. Maybe it's inspirational for men. It's inspirational for them. I can see that being inspirational for them. It was very, very inspiring for them. So, when she say that? I guess it make women want to be wet.
Well, what if you're a woman that ain't wet?
If you dry, it
What if you dry?
make you want to be wet.
Oh my God.
I guess that's the only thing I can see.
Right.
Make women want to be more active, I guess.
Okay. What's inspirational about this song?
I've actually really, it's the when I heard there's some hoes in this house, that's it. That just right there did it for me. It brought me back to our legend days. It was just like, yes, yes, and yes. I was like, go ahead. That was it right there. That did it for me. I didn't even need to hear the rest. I just heard that part, and that was enough. That's her.
Oh my
that
gosh.
did it for me. That did it for me.
So that was your inspiring part of that
was inspiring for me. That did it for me. But okay, so the whole wet part though, I'm sorry, my wet all the time. If you're wet all the time, you may need to go see the gynecologist.
My stuff wet all the time.
No, it has to be a mood. It has to be. I'm not just right now chilling and dripping.
It don't take much to make mine drip.
We know that. Me, I'm a little older. I'm 42. You may have to.
You're 2 years older than me.
You may have to drizzle a little spit on it. I may need a little help.
So when ladies got the wet panties, men don't be mad when you see a little wetness in the drawers. That means
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I'm with you, you should. Like if I'm not even getting it from you, like I'm not getting wet because I'm right here with you, then that's a problem, and I need to probably move on. But 9 times out of 10, when you with your dude, he's supposed to do it for you, especially if y'all going out. He dressed, he got on a cologne, he's smelling good. Like if you're not even getting hot and bothered by that, then you need to find you somebody else.
Right.
Like quick. Like real quickly. I'm a little concerned because I feel like I've been cooking and cleaning for no reason. Cardi's not cooking and cleaning
at all, especially the long nails she got. She's
not doing nothing. And my ring ain't never even been close to that size. Not even close. I don't even think I've ever lived anywhere or had a vehicle that cost the amount of rings she got. And I'm cooking, cleaning, and I was cooking.
So you would have a WAP. You would have a WAP if you had that ring, that house, them cars, that man.
Listen.
Her, I feel you.
That's motivation right there.
Right.
That was the motivation.
Right.
That was the inspiring part. Her saying, I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring.
Right.
Tell me.
Because of that WAP.
Yeah. I feel that.
Tell me about it. Like, bring me back, because I've been doing something wrong. Clearly. I've been living my life wrong. He seems very happy with her.
Right.
And I've been living wrong, or I need to move out of Michigan.
I was like, what was inspiring about a WAP? Like, what is inspiring about that?
Cleaning.
Okay.
That was inspiring.
Have a WAP, and then you ain't got to cook and clean. So that's what it's about.
I'm trying to figure out, is that what it is? Because I'm cooking and cleaning. Where's it at?
I feel
where is it at? But the whole beat, when it first come on, there's some hoes in this house. I was like, yes, go ahead with it.
That did it for
like you. There's no clubs open. This is not fair, because something needs to be open, because I need to dance to that part.
Right.
I need to dance to that. So yeah, it's inspiring in ways.
Got you.
It does. Very inspiring to not have to cook and clean.
So what are your final thoughts, Bubbles?
Well, thoughts on the WAP. I mean, everybody know how Cardi is. Cardi is just out there anyway. And we know how she made her money. So a lot of girls do come up from having sex. I mean, I don't think that's the way to do it, but shoot, people be coming up, few dollars. So it can be tempting, but where does temptation get you? You know what I'm saying? But hey.
I think the part that is concerning a lot of times for me is when people talk about some of the stuff that they talk about in their songs and their raps and things like that. But then they say, well, praise God, praise the Lord. And it's like, wait, hold on. We talking about WAPs, praise the Lord. You know,
Yeah.
so it gets confusing to people who want to live a certain kind of life or a kind of life for God and maybe in the streets, but hearing you saying praise the Lord, like, well, shoot, I can still be real. I can be this.
Right.
So it's confusing.
That's music nowadays.
Right.
Music, that's really all it's about. It's about sex, you know, your image and money and yeah.
It is. And it's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but it's sad to say you can come up from that because that's how she came up.
Yeah.
And that's why she made the song, because that's how she came up.
Yeah.
So that's how she think you can get it.
Yeah.
From the.
And she was honest about it. She was honest. It's a lot of people that
she always honest.
Yeah. It's a lot of people who do that to come up, but they will deny that they did that to come up. So she was honest on her come up.
Yeah, she but that's the thing about her. She's all honest.
Yeah. Honesty is how everybody should be. I mean, be honest about who you are.
Yeah.
Be honest about
that don't mean you gotta turn into her.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much again, my co-host, Miss Bubbles.
Yes, you're welcome.
Today's topic is WAP. Did you hear the song?
Yes, I did. I had to listen to the song.
Question that she said was that she wrote the song to be inspiring to women.
Who wrote this song?
Cardi B. To be inspiring to women. So
women? The question is, what women?
What women, right? Exactly.
My opinion is it has a couple of layers. First of all, I want to be clear that I'm talking about the product of Cardi B. Okay, so I'm not talking about the person of Cardi B. I'm talking about the product that is being used to help her to continue to grow her financial empire. Okay, so everybody has a right to make money the way they feel that they want to make money. So I just want to make that clear, because somebody's going to go out there and say, you know, you guys are talking about the person. We're not talking about the individual person. We're talking about the product and the brand that she's using, and in the platform that she's using to share this image with, primarily, in my opinion, you know, Black and brown girls. So in taking into the consideration of the product of it, that's number one. That's one thing that I do with my kids, is that I always tell them that entertainers are entertainers and they're also human beings. So like whenever they need to have an example, they need to look to their family for their examples and look to, you know, other people that we point to as examples, so they don't look at those people. So like when you look at, you know, Cardi B, I don't look at her as supposed to be an example for my children. I don't have anything about what she do to make her money, but when it comes to what I want to represent and share, it's not a preferred example for what I would like for them to have. So that's the first thing. But also, like when I listened to the song, I thought that the song was very sexually provocative, of course. And I really, you know, I felt that it was just the wrong message. I'm not really the biggest fan of that part of her brand. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a very talented lyricist. I think she's a very talented woman. I think she's smart. She's very, very intelligent. So that piece of her brand, I don't really particularly care for, because there's so many young girls that follow her. There's so many teenagers, young adults, and also young men that follow her. So having that image in front of them and saying this is liberating or this is for freedom, you know, I think that's just, it's an incorrect statement. We really need to educate our daughters and our sons. We have to educate our sons too with regards to, you know, what entertainment is, but then also with regards to what reality is. And that and I just think that it's not the best example. That's not my favorite part of her brand. I mean, there's things that she does that I like, but that's not my favorite part of her brand.
I like that, how you separate the entertainer to who she really is as a person. Like, we can't judge Cardi B for who she is as a person because we don't know her as a person.
We don't know her.
We only know her brand of who Cardi B is. So I really like that separation, and that you didn't say, oh, I don't like Cardi B and what she's talking about. You said, I don't like that branding part of what she's doing for the Black and brown women that are looking at her. So I like that. I never actually looked at it in that separation aspect. So that's really good. But she, you know, it's women like that that kind of make it hard for women who want to be true women that cover themselves and want to be respected. It makes it hard for a lot of women because the men are going to gravitate towards the women who don't have no clothes on and who want to give the WAPs away.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is that it also is negative for men. So like when you look at women, women need love. So they need to have love, but men need to feel honor. They need to feel respected. And it really devalues the man to be in a position to where they are limited to receiving honor from going to either a strip club or having sexually provocative thing, because it's a shallow type of honor. It's not an honor that is based upon the trueness of who they are. Like, so if you are a person of faith, it says it's not good for a man to be alone. And so if it was meant to be transactional, he would say it's not good for man to live without a transaction. Right? It's not good. Right. So if it was meant to be that the man is to be transactional, then he would have made it so that that's all they needed. But they needed a companion. So when you place it in a sexual context, and that's the only context, it makes them more shallow. It makes them in a place to where they can't go deep enough to love a woman, to create honor at home.
That's good.
So they need to, so it weakens them. It weakens the man. So that's not, even with Cardi B's brand and that particular song, but just that whole culture, it weakens the man. Because when you think about it, if you, let's say someone gets into prostitution and say they get into pornography. I mean, we're in the middle of COVID-19. How many of those men are checking to make sure that their children's mother have internet for their kids that's doing virtual school? Right? How many of them are checking to make sure they got their books and they got their laptops, they got their Chromebooks? That takes away their strength. It takes away their strength, because nobody is going to pop it on them and lock it on them and do a lap dance and ask them, before you give me that money, did you make sure that your kids got a Chromebook? Before you give me that money, did you check to make sure that they got internet? Before you give me that money, do they have everything that they need to be successful? No, they're going to do whatever has to be done to take their money, and they take their strength, and they use that money and then still go back to their own kids. And some of them don't have anything for their own children. So it weakens the man. And that's what the problem with that part of Cardi B's brand is that it's making it the source. Like, I'm liberating you, or I'm trying to be an inspiration. You're not inspiring anything other than for people to be more shallow. Right? It's to be more shallow for a woman who wants love, to just reduce herself to saying, you just need to be with me sexually.
What you said, it really touched me when you said to separate that brand from who she is as a person. Yes. You know, I think that was good. And then how men it really downs the men, because you doing all this, you going outside the home, but what about your kids? Like you said, everybody online, they got internet.
Exactly.
Making sure home good before you go spend that money of putting it in people's legs and stuff.
People's legs, they can buy some stocks, they can go trade on foreign exchange, they can sit there. It's so much they can do with that money.
Thanks for coming on. You look beautiful.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's just such a wonderful blessing. Thank you so much.
I definitely can.
I'm putting you on the spot. All right, so this is my girl. She is the #1 author of The Bear Race Junkie. She is the owner of Ratique Boutique. On ratique.com.
Yes.
And she is going to, now WAP is inspiring in Cardi's way, but I want my girl Ra to really give her, I want you to just kind of inspire women in a different kind of way.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. Well, we're talking about the WAP, and I just found out that that means, you know what it means. I don't even want to repeat it, but you know, being a woman, there's so much further that you can go with keeping your legs closed. You never have to do that to get ahead, because when you take that type of path or you take that type of road, what happens is there's always going to be an end. There's always going to be an end, and it does not last. And so it's women like Cardi B that's inspiring our younger women that's 13, that's 14, making them feel like, you know, this is the road that I should take. This is what I want, the fake butt, the fake breast. But a real man loves authenticity. And you don't necessarily need that. Now, if you want it because, you know, you have some issues, that's different. But just to go out there and rearrange yourself, change yourself, to try to please the world, to try to please a man, that is not in God's purpose for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not in God's purpose for you. That's not God's best for you, because whatever God has for you would be definitely authentic.
Right.
The man that he has for you will love you authentically for who you are. So
That's right.
I want to motivate women today is to stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to who God has called you to be. Stay true to your purpose. Stay true to your assignment, whatever that is, and don't let anybody distract you from that, no matter who it is. And don't covet. Don't look at what somebody else has, like Cardi B or somebody that has money. Don't look at what somebody else have and want what they want, because you don't know what they did to get there. And clearly in her video, she clearly just showed us that she pretty much sexed her way to the top to get where she is, to get the maid she has, to get everything she has. But will she still have that? Will it still be lasting? So when you do what it is that your purpose and what you're called to, your assignment in life, and you do it the way you were purposed to do it, it will definitely last. So we're talking about things that are going to last until the day you drop dead, okay? Or until God tells you to do something else. So I want all of you ladies to be inspired. And the message on today is stay true to who you are. Stay true to who God called you to be, even when it gets hard. Keep pushing, keep having faith, keep pursuing, keep, you know, putting your best foot forward. It's not easy for any of us, but I guarantee you, if you stay true to who you are, you will come out on top and you will definitely win.
Sex doesn't make you win.
Right. It's a temporary fix, and it also can be an addiction as well. So with any addiction, we always, you know, with any addiction, it always hinders you. It always slows you down. It always births a different character in you, because you're addicted to something and you're craving for it. So you will do anything to get it, which pulls you out of the character, which pulls you out of who you are truly called to be in this earth. Right. So, you know, you don't need sex. You don't need a man. You need the man who God has called you to be with. And when you get that person will push you further than any person that you out here sleeping with, giving you a couple of dollars. That's you know, right. $5, $10, and you got to sleep with them again, get $20. You got to sleep with them again to get $50. You get what I'm saying? You just got to keep it. You just got to keep spreading it. And the sad part about it is you really don't. Those type of men are never faithful. They're never faithful, and they're never committed. And those type of men, just like how he's doing with you, he got the money. So guess what? You think he's special because he's buying you some Louis? Well, guess what? He buy her Louis too. He buy her Chanel too. And he buying the other one over there, you know, Chanel too. And that's how he gets his confidence, because he think, you know, I'm out here balling, I'm doing something. That's how he, you know, gains his manhood, because really he's a little boy. He's not a man. Because a real man is going to stay committed to one woman. He's going to cherish that one woman, and he doesn't have to be out here sleeping around with everybody, buying everybody everything, and lying to you, making you feel like you that special one, but really you just another number, boo. You just another number. So I want to inspire you. If you guys are in any of those type of relationships, I want to encourage you, get out of it. Get out of it and build on you. Build your foundation and begin to build from the ground up. No, it's not going to be easy. We've all been there. I've been there. I wrote a whole book about it, The Bedroom Junkie.
The Bedroom Junkie. Get it on Amazon.
Yes, get it on Amazon. But it's all about sex and relationships and all of the things that I did with, and all of the stuff that was connected to it, thinking I was actually doing something. and I wasn't, and it was temporary. And at the end of the day, I came out with a bunch of garbage, a bunch of baggage, just a bunch of stuff that I had to let go of, a bunch of confusion, not know who I am, because my identity was wrapped in between my legs. Okay, my identity was wrapped in between my legs. I thought, you know, I was doing my thing because he bought me a car and he was paying my bills. I thought I was the stuff.
Right.
No, I wasn't. I was just hurting myself. So I encourage you ladies to stay true to yourself on today. And if you in something like that, get out of it. Please get out of it.
All right, let's cherish our WAPs and save that WAP for your husband.
Cherish your WAP
for you.
Yes, cleanse your WAP, cherish your WAP, and
keep it clean. Keep it clean. So it's a good clear WAP and not a green WAP.
Or bacterial vaginosis WAP.
That's right.
Chlamydia WAP.
Warded WAPs.
Yes, all kind of WAPs.
That's right.
Here. Keep the WAPs closed, okay? Keep the WAP closed. We are shut down, okay, for business.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ratique. Get the Bedroom Junkie on Amazon. And thank you so much for sharing your inspiration.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
If you are watching me right now, that means you stayed to the end. Thank you so much for watching this episode of WAP. I hope that we gain something positive about it and learning and understanding that we have to separate entertainment from human beings. A lot of people look at celebrities and they're like, oh, I want to be like that person. Oh, marriage goals, or oh, woman goals, life goals. We shouldn't look at these people and think that they're our goal for our life. First of all, our goals for our life is completely different from what somebody else have. And then what we see as an entertainer, what they're here for, their job is to entertain us. And that's what they're doing. They're entertaining us. We have a 9-to-5 job too. And who we are at work is not necessarily who we are at home. We have jobs to do. And their job is to entertain us. So we should not look at Cardi B and think, oh, I gotta have a WAP in order to make it. No, we don't have to have WAPs to make it. I mean, it's nice to have a WAP for our husbands, but we should not be using WAPs to get where we want to get in life. We shouldn't use WAPs with every man in the streets. That's not what our WAPs is for. Our WAPs is supposed to be for our husbands. So I really hope that you got something really inspiring in a positive way in regards to what a WAP is. And thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you join us on the next episode of I Am Shandi On. Thank you.